successful. All right, we're back. I think Wi-Fi is having some issues.
Yeah, I think it's aliens.
Aliens. We'll do a firmware update on that.
Aliens.
Yeah.
So aliens have killed the Wi-Fi.
Tony and Amanda's got something going on now. That's
Oh yeah,
big.
we
They got a driver in the house, and
licensed driver, and it's about to run us both crazy.
They're-
And pay it out.
they're trying to follow her around.
Yeah.
Follow her
Well,
to the school.
Amanda's got some kind of device she sent me today. I don't even know how to work. Are we on, John?
We're live, but now it's like everybody was watching it's creating another video. So
A what?
it's creating a whole nother video event.
Well, that's killed every steering tactic.
Yeah, everybody was watching that one video, and now yeah. Why it disconnected us, I have no idea.
Are we on there? now?
We're live. We're live.
We're live out there, guys. Tune in if you're still here. If you ain't, find us. Lord have
Yeah.
mercy.
Yeah, it's just
Listen.
I don't know what's going on with the Wi-Fi.
If you don't view, we can't pay the bills. You got to view?
got a view.
They kicked us off.
Yeah,
They kicked us off. Somebody's attacking us.
I don't know if it's the wild rabbit got them tore up or what, but there's Gumby.
There's Gumby, our
Yeah.
city councilman,
House.
boy.
Oh, yeah, City Council Gumby.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Paul Gumby Montgomery.
you got more.
John, we ain't got nothing going on here.
Nothing. I told you it made a whole nother video.
Well, where would you find that video?
You gotta go to the farmhouse page and
Alright.
go to the new one.
All right. That's the new one.
There you go.
All right, we're back. And we're back.
I don't know why it done that, but it did.
It kicked us off, get our showers, get us going back out there, and we'll regroup and start over.
We'll
and
regroup.
yeah, we'll try again.
We'll
Listen.
share it again for the 10th time.
Listen, perfection wasn't built in a day, and we got a tech guy here. If he's left up to me and Don, we wouldn't even know how to get on it.
Well, let's just continue our conversation. You like the new coach better now? You like?
Yes, I like anybody better than Calipari. Yeah.
So you're not a Calipari fan?
No, never was.
Never was a Calipari fan.
Never did like it.
No, he never would make no adjustments. You know.
Yeah.
Remember, if one guy was scoring every play, he wouldn't put two people on him.
I feel like he never turned them loose. He had some boys with a lot of talent, but he always held them back. He wouldn't
Well, as
play.
soon as they'd miss, he'd take them, set them on the bench.
Yeah, but now
Wouldn't let 'em
Mark
get
Mark
hot.
Pope is a Kentucky boy, and he's doing a good job.
Yeah.
My anxiety's
definitely
been through the roof. Amanda's had the turkey mites, so she's been a digging 24/7. She got to eat up with the turkey mites in the woods. Told her to stay out of the weeds. Of course, she knows it all, you know. So
Yeah. New driver in the house.
got a new driver in the house. She's a driving. Hey, Paul.
Gumby.
Gumby in the house.
New
New
Councilman.
driver. She's a driving. About to give me a heart attack. But now you know she's in a Honda Pilot, and that is the safest vehicle on the road according to statistics.
Well, yeah.
Rabbit Gumby.
Got fried rabbit and biscuits. Hit it, son. That's fresh rabbit.
Rabbit.
I mean, fresh from the Breathitt County Ridge this morning.
It was walking around probably 8 hours ago.
It's fresh. And it's good according to Don Montgomery.
I already had to try about it. I'll be
He
honest
tried it.
with you.
He said it's good. Now you tell us the truth. If it ain't no count, we don't want you to eat it.
Oh, it's good. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Gumby
I ain't
approves.
tried it yet.
Gumby approves the wild rabbit.
I ain't tried it yet.
Now, Amanda's pretty good to cook, and I'm pretty good hand to clean one, and I can clean one in 3 minutes. How long do you think it take you?
Take me an hour to probably figure it out. Or more.
Yeah, it's a lot like chicken. Clara was a little girl. We fed her wild rabbit all the time. You know, I was young then and could hunt it harder. And
That's what me and Gumby is raised on: wild rabbit and well water.
wild rabbit and well water. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good, Paul? Paul approves. We need Stumpy Ronnie Montgomery here to get a bite. I don't know where he's at. He goes to bed
Well,
with the chickens.
Magoffin's getting big, boys. We was sitting here today, and there's three guys came in, and they had heavy northern accent, you know. And I seen this deer hunter right off, you know.
They're from a high state.
No, they're from the Adirondacks in New
Adirondack
York.
Mountains.
Is that right?
Upstate New York, yeah.
Yeah, upstate New York, and they're hunting on Fur Middle Fork. Bought a property over there to deer hunt on. Up there by the Reisners, you know. Mamaw Holler, we call it, you know.
Grandma Holler.
Lake Montgomery.
Grandma Holler, yeah.
Yeah, and they come all that way, you know, to
To hunt a deer.
amazing.
Now, I'm going to say this for all you deer hunters out there. and I don't want to make nobody mad. But I'm not a deer hunter. I never really was. And I know that some people are waiting for a big giant buck, and I know that's pretty scarce. But if I was a deer hunter in Magoffin County nowadays and I couldn't kill a buck deer, I'd never go hunting again.
You see too many, huh?
Huh?
You seeing too many?
Why, son, you can't drive up the road from them.
Oh, I see him on Route 30 all
And
the
I
time.
won't call his name, but I was up this morning ready to go rabbit hunting, try to get some food for the podcast.
He's a big time deer hunter too, ain't he?
And he's done some deer hunting. And Amanda called me on the telephone and said, call this feller and tell him there's a monster buck standing in his front yard.
Yeah.
So you just not a big deer hunter?
He's our local
You
jailer.
went deer hunting though, right?
I've killed buck deer.
Okay.
Yeah, I've killed deer, but no, I'm not. I never was a
he's-
big deer hunter, no.
What about that
He's,
grizz? Did you get the grizz?
No, we
Oh,
didn't find no grizz.
If you get a chance, everybody get on my Facebook.
That was a
Hey,
funny
Jim,
video.
I
I like
Yeah.
that.
I
took the boys
videoed our
grizz hunting.
grizzly bear hunt
Yeah.
on the ridge.
I took the boys grizzly hunting. I don't know if my buddy Chris is tuned in today or not, but if he is, Chris, me and Chris had a good time. And my friend Chris, my good friend Chris, I call him Mule. His name's Chris Hurd. He's got a side-by-side, John, that's got GPS navigation, heat,
On the ridge?
listen, AC,
Yeah.
power windows. You roll the windows up and down with a push button. He's my hero. I love
See,
that
we
guy.
just ain't used to that
The
here on the ridge.
limousines of
Yeah.
We're not used.
Side-by-sides.
I'm not used to that,
No, we ain't used to that kind of
Did they have
luxury.
wine
See, Paul,
stuff
take
in
you
there
some more
too?
of that if you want it. Yeah, that rabbit will hold you over.
Soup
son.
beans gone?
Yeah, they eat the beans, boss.
Well,
They eat the beans. I'd say they'll
Well,
boil
I'll
the
tell you
covers
what.
off tonight.
I'm not used to that technology now.
Go
Oh,
Big
yeah.
Blue.
Go
Go
Big
Big
Blue.
Blue.
Pacific.
Yeah.
Have we got a shot, John, at the tourney this year?
I'd say every time we've beat Duke, we've won a championship just about or something.
Yeah, there you
Close. We beat them in '96, didn't we? And we beat them in 2010, and
Yeah.
we
don't
can beat Duke. We can win a championship. That's just what kind of
Kansas is pretty good this year.
who?
What they
Kansas.
say.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
they beat Michigan State. Seems like pretty handy.
Yeah, the car of the driving thing.
that's
I don't
new.
know.
That's new.
It really making me sick. I ain't sleeping good. You can tell I ain't myself.
Yeah.
I'm not sleeping good. I worry over her, but then again, I know you got to turn her loose a little bit. And she's a good girl now and a good child. Don't get me wrong, but it's not so much a worry about her as it these other idiots out here on the road.
yeah.
You know, people can't drive a lift. They can't. I'm telling you, they can't drive a stick
Well,
up a hog's hind end.
Our good buddy and cousin Wes just got hit today, right down here.
Yeah, I saw that. Had a little fender bender, big West
What?
Cole.
Oh, was that West?
Yeah,
I guess so. I don't
he
know.
just got hit right down there at the bridge.
Yeah, it can happen.
Anybody? We've
can
all
happen.
been hit.
Yeah,
I've even hit.
I've never been hit, and I've never hit nobody.
I got hit head on Ivy Point Curve.
Yeah. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, you banged up pretty bad.
I've been hit just sitting at the red light.
I never
Like,
got
hit as hard as I can right in the back.
I got drunk years ago and put one over the heel, but I never hit nobody, and I've never been hit. And this was like 30 years ago,
Yeah.
or however long it's been.
Well, I'm not used to that kind of technology on the ridge like that. Side by side.
That
oh,
is
it was
different.
big.
I started back in the 60s and 70s on the ridge. The Breathitt Ridge, let me tell you, it's between Breathitt and Magoffin. It's a 9-mile stretch. And
Yeah.
we always said, alcoholics go to AA and drunks go to the ridge. And I started going to the ridge when I was a kid, and there weren't even no roads over there. And we'd ride mules and ponies over
Yeah.
into Big Caney Creek and go swimming.
Oh yeah.
But now they're, until what you see now, you're seeing these side by sides.
Oh, you see it all.
limos.
Yeah.
Limo side by sides
You see it all.
What
on
did
the
you used to take on the ridge?
on the
You
ridge.
tell you
Did
truck
you take anything? You
or
just
walk.
Just walk.
Well, as a kid, 10, 12, teenager, they didn't have any roads, real good roads. And the first strip job was like in the late 70s, and then let's go back in our pickups, and then later on is four-wheelers and trucks, pickups. The roads got better.
Oh, we may have a big announcement coming, guys. We don't know. We're in the preliminaries, but it could be big. We don't know for sure, but we could have a big announcement coming in the next little bit.
That's huge E.
Huge E. Huge.
Codel's starting on your statistics aren't real.
Statistics ain't real.
That's what he just said. Well, why did you put her in the safest vehicle on the road? Question mark.
Huh?
Why did you put her in the safest vehicle on the road? That's his question.
Well,
that's kind of
that's a stupid question. Yeah, that's my child.
Yeah.
When I say statistics ain't real, I mean you can drive up the same road 1,000 times, and you can run the numbers on it, and it'll say you won't have an accident, but that very day you can have the accident.
Haley Corbin, I totaled my vehicle. Leanna Hale watching. Donna Jean, you okay?
You think statistics that really can predict anything, Don?
Why so negative, Cody?
Why can they predict anything?
Cody,
statistics.
He's
can't
angry.
Nothing.
Codel's angry.
Life, you can't predict life.
Certain things it can, but you got the life factor. You got the idiot factor.
Yeah, idiot factor, life factor, a lot of factors that statistics can't. Now, I guess like in a computer, the workings of a computer, a statistic may be able to predict something. But when you put mankind in and life, ain't no way of predicting it. If you could, why can't we predict the future?
Yeah.
Well,
why can't we run statistics and predict the future?
I think you can do that a little bit. You
run statistics and predict the future?
Well,
sure as you tried something I wasn't supposed to.
Yeah, they'll make you look bad.
They listen. They can't even predict the weather.
Not in Kentucky. I mean,
that's true.
They can't even predict the weather.
Not in Kentucky.
Is meteorology real?
You boys are bringing me down. I'm feeling bad now.
Well,
that's what you get. I
said you were barely alive. You wouldn't have it. I won't see you pick up 100 pounds and throw it over your head.
Get something.
But I don't know what weighs 100 pounds.
Well,
we get 2 sacks of 50-pound sacks of dog feed. Let you pick them up, put them over your head.
Anytime you're ready.
We got to record it on live, though. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's no problem.
No, you can't predict the future.
Codel says, are we discussing human error? Yeah, we use statistics to predict outcomes.
We need to get back to Appalachian stuff, boy.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I
need to get back to y'all and what's going on.
That's stupidity.
And Yanner and
I thought of one today.
Give me
a sup of that.
What?
Yeah, sup.
Oh,
he was looking for it.
Yeah,
you thought you had something I wanted. Yeah. Give me a sup of that.
Yeah, sup.
Yeah.
Sup.
Order. Might
order
go to bed early tonight because I'm busted.
Yeah.
In the words of my good friend Chubb Hurt, I'm busted, Bob.
I'm busted. I'm gutted. That's a good. I'm gutted.
Yeah.
Or brought ever gut.
Brought ever gut in you.
I've got a couple hernias. I'll have to get my belt on first.
The Don's got hernias. I don't know what's going on with me health-wise. My knee's been bothering me lately.
Yeah.
Well, it's sure going to rain. I mean, that's a thing anywhere. I'm hurting all over.
And I used to be. There was a time in my life when I was a brutish of a man, but now I've took this Mongiorno, and I've lost all this weight, and I can put my arm up to wave at you, and part of me go yan way, and part of me go yan way. It's just flopping all over. It's a sickening thing.
For y'all don't know what yan way is, that's the other way.
Yeah,
that's the other way. If you're going that way. Yan way's the other way.
Yeah. When I was growing up, we'd be working on something. Dad said, "Move it Yan way," and I'd say, "Which way's Yan, son?" "Yan way, you idiot." And I'd say, "Is that right or left? What's Yan? I don't know which way."
Give me a direction.
G or Hall, that's always big for a mule,
Yeah, G and Hall, yeah.
If you got any blind mules in the house.
And that was what another thing Dad used to say, you G when you should have hauled, son.
Yeah.
You went the wrong way.
Yeah.
Well, what's something upcoming here? We're going to try to host a rook tournament.
We got a rook tournament. We're going to try to brew one. Guys, for all you so-called professional rook players, we're going to host a rook tournament down here at the farmhouse.
Farmhouse and Appalachia TCG.
And we are going to give away some money. Money, make money, make
now
money.
We're going to have refs. You cut cheating, you just get kicked.
Yeah, listen, you caught cheating, we take you out back, kick shit out of you.
Ain't no ref. It's going to have bouncers.
Yeah, we're going to have
We're going to have cameras. We're going to have everything up.
Me and Tony's going to be bouncers, and we'll have refs.
We tried to have a little game here today, and there's these guys from New York City. They
York City.
They said, "Well, you going to have thick skin here? What you guys are playing?" They was wild.
But we are going to have a rook tournament with partners, and we are going to give away a substantial first prize amount.
We're going to get a trophy.
Oh my goodness!
I think we'll do it in December. You think
we're going to give
it'll be
away?
a little cold. People will be wanting to play.
We are going, for all you statistical guys out there, we're going to give away enough money for the first place winner to buy 3 carts of groceries.
Well,
you're talking like $1,000.
I don't know if we can afford that. We've been having some high entry fees.
Well, we're going to get some of these.
$50
What do you call
fees.
them, John? If they give you money to do it, what do you call them?
Sponsors.
Sponsors. We're going to get some sponsors. Yeah.
Sponsors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sponsor rook tournament.
We actually had a New Year's Eve rook tournament a few years ago up at the old farmhouse, and we had a real good turnout.
Yeah.
And we gave away $500 to the first place winner. $500. Had a couple boys. I can't for the life of me. You remember them boys' names? They was young boys. They were brothers. They played and won it, but I can't think of their names.
Probably hard.
That one that one rabbit hunts. What is that boy's name? Wages. Caleb Wages and his brother won it. You know them? $500.
500. Mm-hmm. Alex and Caleb Wages, Amanda says.
Yeah.
500 brothers. That's what we call it in the trading business.
Well, let me ask you. Amanda
$100
makes fun
bill.
of me if anybody else has this issue. I see people, and I know them, and they know me, and I know their face, but I can't get their name right. I call them the wrong name. But I'm knowing them, who I'm looking at, but I cannot think of their name. Anybody else have that issue?
Yeah, all the time.
You do it, Don?
You blame it on the COVID head.
Well, now, Amanda, listen. She sees them or talks to them.
I
She
can
knows them.
remember numbers, but
She knows 'em.
faces and names. Remember faces, but names.
Yeah,
are not
faces
good.
for sure.
Through the whole driving process, Amanda had to do most of the. I mean, I had to do most of letting Clara drive because Amanda's nerves couldn't stand it. Oh God! And I think that
Me too. I'm hurt.
Yeah.
I think that now I'm in worse shape over than she is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's just the fatherly instinct.
Well,
I don't know.
They said I'd never let my girls drive, you know, and then I just did.
I just know I'm more protective of my little girl than I am my little boy.
Well, that's nature.
So
I just turned it off.
I get it.
That's human nature.
Like my boy, I'm just like, get out there and do something. And the little girl, I'm like, here, just protect.
It's like well, with a boy, and I raised Clara. Of course, I was raised by a man, and I'm a man, and I didn't really know. But I raised her, and back when she was young, I'd get on to her about something, and man would say, you can't talk to her like you do a boy, Tony. So you have to handle girls different.
Yeah.
You know?
It's different, 100%.
So we're over there at the driver's test. She's nervous as a cat in a room full of rocking chairs, and we're standing out there waiting. Of course, she will not take a coat with her, but she's always cold. So I got to give her my coat, and I'm standing there in my short sleeves, and she's nervous, and her little hands is sweating, and she said, I look over her, and she's about to cry. I said, what in God's name's the matter with you? I'm just real nervous. So I said, you can't cry. But then when we got home and when we talked about it, I picked her up and give her a hug, kissed her on the forehead, and told her it's going to be all right. Now, see, my old man, no, he'd have kicked me and said, quit, straighten up, what's the matter with you? But it's different when you got girls,
It's different. I don't care what anybody says. It's different.
But she aced the driving test. The instructor told me that she was
I failed my
prepared
first
and
one.
good for everything.
They said I didn't look in my mirrors.
She aced her driving test, and now
time.
she's driving.
I was too good a driver. I almost failed mine for being too good.
Did
I really was. I was just too familiar, with driving.
you get yours on the first time?
I was too relaxed. I
Yeah.
got it, but I almost failed it.
So for all of our Magoffin County peeps out there, that brings up a good question. How silly is it that you got to drive to Prestonburg to get your driving license?
Stupid thing. Yeah, and
Or got to get them renewed.
gotta go over and get them renewed. It's awful.
What is that? I don't get that. I mean, because back when I got mine, you go down there to take your test, and you parallel park there in front of Wendell Minnick's store and Jeff Caldwell's now, and you went over to the circuit clerk's office, and they printed out your license. Well,
Yeah.
now, Don, you don't get it. You get your permit. You don't get a license when you get it. You get an orange sticker that goes on that permit. And you're what's called an intermediate driver, which means you can't drive out of state. You can't drive certain times of the day. You can't have more than one underage occupant in there with you at a time. It's all different. But not saying that's a bad thing.
Somebody done statistics on that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it.
Well, that's a statistical thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Somebody does.
Yeah. I had insurance on a coal truck one time for 15 years. It was real cheap.
Yeah.
But see, it all boils back down to money. It's what it's all
Yeah.
about.
So
15
statistics is
years,
about money.
Nothing, you know. And I got a letter in the mail. They canceled me. I called. I said, "Why did you cancel my insurance? I've never had a claim." They said, "Statistics state that you are due for a major claim." And I said, "How much more you want to raise it? I know what this is all about." You know.
So statistics got your insurance raised.
They said that's what it was. You know, they had to use something. But I guess so. You know, if you don't have one like 15 years of all that much driving, you know, it's common sense. You probably going to, you know, I guess.
Yeah.
That'd be common sense.
So a good way to look at statistics, I guess, would be playing the odds. Like almost, you can use statistics in gambling.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Odds in your favor, maybe.
But how many times have you seen, like, let's say, for instance, a sports game?
Yeah.
How many times the statistics and the odds, the betting odds is one way, and then something happens and the game goes the other way. So what's statistics good for?
Well, I'll tell you what.
That's why gambling exists.
I don't know how they do it, but it is hard to beat Vegas.
It is.
On those odds.
When you do, you hit it big.
On those odds, I mean, like the ball
winning the
game
lottery,
or anything like that, they are right on just about every time.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do it.
When they miss, though, they lose a lot of money.
Guys, get on here and comment, since we're having wild rabbit. What is your favorite wild meat?
Yeah, a game.
What's your favorite wild game to eat?
Yeah.
I'd say the wildest one I've ever ate has been bear.
You've eat bear? Did you like it?
It's bear jerky, so I don't know if that really counts.
Bear jerky, that
I
counts.
ate a piece of bear one time.
Did you like it?
It's kind of like sticky meat, but I don't know if
Can you eat like a bear burger?
A bad
Yeah.
Yeah, bear burger.
I had a bison burger, buffalo
I've had a
burger.
bison. They got a bison burger place in Lexington.
They're not bad. Bear
They
burger
used to.
ain't. But fast.
18 minutes.
Cool.
That's a little fast.
No, it's perfect.
What is it?
She didn't go to 41 minute way. Like 360.
Oh, good
What's
Lord.
that for?
My heart attack.
Real fast.
You guys are going to have to come out of it now. We're losing the audience.
We're losing the
I
audience,
can't
Tom.
help
We got to
it.
get you in here.
This is like Mooresville. I'm about to fall over asleep.
Well, listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. I am awake.
Yeah, I'm killed today.
I mean, between getting up, which I did get to go hunting this morning. I ain't complained about that. I had a great morning, but then come in here and immediately took off, started delivering packages. Ate a bait of beans. Well, let's see. At first, I ate a bait of soup beans. I mixed it all in a bowl. Then I come back and eat some sauerkraut and a piece of pizza. And,
Bait?
well, you know a bait of beans.
Bait, yeah.
A bait of beans.
That's a hillbilly word for you.
Yeah, there you go.
How much is a bait? How can you weigh a bait?
You don't weigh a bait.
A
It's just a heppin'.
heppin?
You ain't never had a heppin'?
A heapin?
It's just kind of,
heaping
you
happen?
just
A
kind
heapin'
of
heppin?
look at it. You know, it's like,
Well,
can I eat that much or
Yeah.
can I eat that much, you know, a bait. Just, here's your bait.
Ain't there something in the Bible they call like the width of your arm? And don't they? Ain't that how they measured a piece of wood or something like that? They'd call it a
cord? Cord of wood?
No, it wasn't cornwood.
Cord?
Well, speaking of that,
I'm trying to think what it's called, but that's how they used to measure stuff, was with like your forearm.
we'll have to research that.
Yeah,
Cody,
well.
Cody, get on that.
Cody, find out for us what John's talking about.
Let me
You like
see.
to read.
I'm gonna tell you something y'all probably won't. You'll try it. I know you will, if you can. From your
Cubit.
wrist to your elbow, right here in this crease. Can you see me?
It's called
From
a
here
cubit.
to here. From
Cubit.
here to here.
It's a cubit.
You listening? Is your foot size. If you get your foot up there, and that, I know it looks longer. This looks longer,
It don't look longer than my foot. I got a sled runner, son.
but usually 9 out of 10 is that's your foot size. What do you think, John?
So that's what I'm talking about. Like a cubit, the primary unit of linear measurement in the Bible, based on the length of a forearm to the tip of the middle finger. So it's supposed to go like this.
Okay.
That's a cubit. Well, you're talking about your foot being in right there?
From here to that bend, from your wrist bend to your elbow bend, is your. If you can get your foot there, if you can't, get a tape measure. Measure it here and then measure your toe. You know your foot from your toe to the heel.
Yeah.
And it's that size. That don't look that long, does it?
David Toomey Howard said he eat buffalo burger with Grey Poupon.
Grey Poupon.
Does anybody remember the Grey Poupon mustard
Yeah,
commercials?
I do.
You remember them, John?
I remember the Wayne's World.
Excuse me, do you have any grape poupon?
Well, I remember Wayne's World doing that, and Wayne pulling up to the fancy limo and going, "You got any grape poupon?"
Well, the white one says that Steve Shoestring Arnott used to make good rattlesnake. I ain't ever eat rattlesnake.
I don't want to. I don't
think I would
snake.
want to eat rattlesnake. Now, Wendell Hoskins comes down here and he says they're a delicacy, but I didn't want to eat no rattlesnake.
Yeah.
But people do eat rattlesnake. I guarantee Cousin HF's eat it. He's eat everything alive.
Yep.
Rattlesnake. You eat rattlesnake, John? Would you eat
I've
rattlesnake?
never ate snake.
I don't
Would
want
you
to.
eat rattlesnake?
I would, but I don't want to.
Yeah.
Are you pumped about eating rabbit?
I'll eat some rabbit. It looks good. It looks like a piece of chicken.
So you will eat rabbit.
Oh,
Will you give us an honest judgment on the rabbit? Because, you know, now me and Don's had a lot of rabbit. I've eaten rabbit since I was 5 years old. I want to know your perspective of the rabbit. I want a good, honest.
All right.
All right, bring over some rabbit for John, man.
We're gonna eat some rabbit.
I want to see what he really thinks.
Yeah.
See if you could taste any gaminess, you know, the gamey taste.
I think it would be good with ranch.
Do you just eat like a piece of chicken? Look, I mean,
Yeah,
it's fried.
it's just like chicken.
Yeah.
And a biscuit.
And a
This
biscuit.
looks good.
Yeah, Don dig in
There
too,
you go,
whatever you
John.
want. We've had it. We know the.
I'll need
Is that a leg or what is it?
paper towels.
Yep.
Just gnaw on it, John. That's a.
No,
piece
it's gotta
chicken.
be better than a pig's foot.
Well,
There you
I
go.
don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Get right in on that right there. Yeah.
Give us an honest assessment.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? How you feeling about it?
If you get a shot like
Did we disconnect again?
Surely not. No, we're live.
Okay. It's something might be wrong with OBS.
if you get a buckshot, don't worry about it.
A
Just
buckshot?
Swallow it.
Yeah, you don't worry
Lead.
about a little
That wasn't
lead.
bad. I mean,
No, that's actually there's a lot of holes in its ears. So,
that ain't bad.
well, what do you
I
feel?
like it.
You
I
feel?
mean, chicken's better, but it.
Well, can you tell the difference in that and chicken?
Yeah, but for some reason I don't know exactly why, but
What's the difference? How could you describe the difference in that and a piece of chicken?
this almost feels watery, more watery than a piece of chicken for some reason.
It's juicy.
Juicier.
Well, there ain't nothing no worse than a dried out chicken. So that's,
yeah, I know.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, it's like dried chicken's the worst thing in the
Yeah,
world.
dry chicken. What are we
Yeah.
going to do here? What is that?
It's rabbit. Put it in your hand. Lay it to you, son.
That's good though.
That's a wing.
Well, I don't know. What's that?
Chicken, the rabbits have wings.
Yeah, that's a wing.
I'm trying to get a. Let me handle
Guys,
it
we
all.
are partaking in the nourishment to our bodies of I'm pretty sure an eastern cottontail rabbit. It's possible it could be an Appalachian because it sure did run good, but I think it's an eastern cottontail.
That would be good with ranch or
Yeah,
honey,
lay that ranch
honey
to you.
mustard. You know.
Let's try it one more time.
I want you to really, really, John, I want to see that look of just like euphoria on your face. Yeah, I need to see you.
All right, here we go again.
You had the best pizza.
And be honest. Just, give us an honest assessment. You taste any kind of gaminess in it?
Zero gaminess.
Huh.
Zero.
Well,
I mean, that's good. I could definitely say I could live on that.
you could live on that?
I could live on
So that could be
if
your
I was
own-
starving to death, I could live on that.
That would be your only source of sustenance.
That would be pretty good if I was in the hills and
Now, Kodo, anytime I try to use one of these big words and I get it wrong, you correct me on here. I'm all right with that. I'm trying to learn. Sustenance, is that the right word?
love you guys. Entertainment, rabbit back, yummy.
I did read somewhere that you can't live on rabbit meat alone.
Really?
No, but I would guess, Kodo, look me up on this. You got to call it out. I know, but I would say rabbit is the most eaten animal on this earth. And when I say that, I'm not talking about just human beings. I'm talking about everything.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
That's a
Haley Colburn, honey. Listen, back in the day, your
That's
Uncle
a
Tony ate a
chicken.
lot of rabbit. I got you and Claire both. I tell him it was white-tailed chicken, and son, they loved it. They'd eat it.
I'd say chicken's the
Oh,
most
you're
eatable,
starving to death. Still, rabbit is too lean.
most eatable thing going. Wouldn't you? Chicken.
Yeah.
You couldn't live on rabbit. Cody's saying you can't live on rabbit.
I don't think you can on rabbit meat alone. I think he's right.
Nutritional value.
I think he's right. Well, what about if you had a big fat rabbit, Kodo? Does that make a difference?
So what would you have to have with your rabbit pup?
What would you have to have? Some kind of fat, I would assume.
Yeah.
Because rabbits are lean, you know. They're runners. They're lean.
I would say it.
Guys, for all of you tuning in, Big John is experiencing, for the first time in his meager existence, the taste of a cottontail
Just
rabbit.
throw some butter in with it.
The taste of a
I
cottontail
really enjoy the
rabbit.
conversation between you guys.
The taste of a cotton
This
rabbit.
poor little bunny.
I
It
think-
got killed this morning.
Well, like I said, I mean,
It tastes good. Or was it a her? Was it a female?
when I didn't sex it.
Does that matter?
What?
Does that?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Does the gender of the rabbit change the?
So,
I think
taste?
here's a fact, and if there's any rabbit hunters, listen to this. If there's any rabbit hunters on here, they will attest. Man, is that the right word?
I mean, a rooster is tougher
Attest to
than a
this
chicken.
fact. If there's any rabbit hunters on here, they will attest to this fact. For some reason, during hunting season, rabbit hunting, I'm going to say 90% of the rabbits you kill are buck rabbits. I think it's some kind of survival thing. I think the does are in holes. See, a rabbit
female will be more tender.
don't come out of its hole every day, so they don't have to. Rabbits also don't have to have water. They get most of their water out of the plants and vegetation they eat.
That's nothing new in nature.
They don't have to
Females
have it.
always shove you out in traffic.
But during hunting season, 90% of whatever rabbits you kill as a hunter and you do sex them will be buck rabbits. But rabbits are buck and doe like deer.
Yeah.
They'll be buck rabbits. So I don't know why. I think it's a survival technique to reproduce, you know. Because you got to think. You got to have a female to have babies. Contrary to what anybody says, you got to have a female to have babies. I'm smart enough to know that. And you can have one buck rabbit can have multiple babies with a female. But if the female gets shot and killed, then that female ain't having no babies. No, Kodo, rabbits mate in the spring, February. They actually normally around here, and probably even more so on the south when it's warmer, they have their young up until probably their last litter, probably September here. Up north, probably August. Down south, maybe into November. You know, October, November. It depends on the warmness and coldness of the weather.
Met a young man at UK. He's from Pikeville. Said he's stopping by and gain another fan. Family and stuff. They meet and eat.
Nice.
And he's doing an internship down there or something.
And since Don brought that up, guys, we do a lot down here. The old timers play cards down here. John hosts games down here, card games. We're gonna have rook. Anybody's welcome. You don't have to eat to come down here and hang out. We don't care. Don't care a bit. Come sit around and do whatever you want to.
Music, Friday night, singing, open mic, gaming.
Anything. Yeah, we got a lot going on down there. Friday night music. John runs card games down here, trading card games. The boys play cards down here about every day. We got some regulars that hang out, and they play cards down here every day. We got a lot going on down here, and like I said, while John's munching on that rabbit and biscuit,
And great food.
I'll tell you,
It's hard to beat the farmhouse biscuits.
Amanda Allen makes a mean biscuit
There's
and a
one right
mean
there.
skillet of brown gravy.
Right there lays two of them.
Yeah, get up on the camera there, Don.
Look at that.
Hold that biscuit up.
That beautiful biscuit
that
footage.
beautiful biscuit.
And you got your. See, this is
It's
sopping.
fluffy,
This
yeah,
is the
good.
sopping side,
John, I think you're enjoying that
and this
rabbit.
is the side you
I mean, there ain't much left.
So
hold on to. You see what I'm saying?
from now on, when I kill a rabbit, you want some rabbit meat?
Well, yeah, if you fry it up for me like that.
Oh,
Don't everybody. Yeah, Toomer came down, Marcia, and he engaged in the debate down here at the farmhouse. And listen, guys, we don't do a lot of controversial stuff here at the farmhouse. The biggest debate we have is whether tomorrow's going to be bean day or lasagna day.
yeah.
That's about as serious
And
as we
keep
get.
it low key, you know.
This podcast is for entertainment, and it's for people to learn that want to learn about Appalachian culture,
Yeah,
and for people
I'm
that
learning a lot.
and for people that that are from here to engage in debate, and not debate, but engage in conversation about Appalachian culture. We ain't on here trying to make nobody mad. We don't want nobody mad.
No.
We don't want nobody mad.
Nobody. Peace.
No.
Peace is all.
No.
Well,
we
we're
don't want
into
nobody
peace.
mad. We love everybody.
Peace and love all the way.
Everybody is welcome here at any given time you want to come here. You come sit around or swap pocket knives, whatever you want to do. We really don't care. You know, we're easy going, laid back. Always got something going on.
Trade for those kiss and cream knives.
Yeah, John's becoming an avid German knife collector.
Yeah. Well, I've got a question for you. I know it's not Appalachia connected, but it could be. I've noticed for the last little while, or a long while, that I'm a left side sleeper most of the time, okay? You sleep on my back, but I sleep on my left side. Now, I've noticed in the morning time, sometimes early in the morning, I'll turn over on my right side, and I have weird dreams. I'm telling you, I used to have the weirdest dreams there was if I'm on my right side. I immediately turn over and I stop having weird dreams, have good dreams.
That's your stomach. You know, your gas and stuff in your stomach moves as you roll over, because if you get to where you need to
why would it affect
relieve
your
yourself
dreams,
of flatulence, if you roll a certain way or get up and walk around, you can get it moving.
What have you noticed anything that caused you to have weirder dreams than usual?
Now, I never could sleep on my back because it gave me nightmares for some reason.
Okay, there you go.
I'm a belly sleeper.
Has anybody ever done anything like that? I mean, I'd
when I was
like
a
to
kid,
know.
it used to give me nightmares if I slept on my back for some reason.
Well, there you go. That's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
in your comments, the vet Ralph Adams says that you guys are game. He's got some Rocky Mountain oysters. that
Yeah.
you guys can eat.
Outstanding.
Yeah, Ralph, we'll get with you when we're going to do another podcast, and if you will, we'll have you. Now, I don't know how to fix them. Do you, babe?
No, but I'll figure it
I guess you boil them, don't you? And then fry them. Is that how?
Just like this.
I guess I would think they're like a liver. You'd make them like a liver or a heart, wouldn't you? About the same concept.
Yeah.
I've never eaten them, so that'd be something new. I mean, I've heard about them all my life, Ralph, but I've never eaten them. Shirley Bailey ain't. Shirley said she'd like to have some.
Maybe she knows how to make them.
Yeah.
Mountain oysters. You'll have to look that
Mountain
up.
oyster. Well, we know what they are. You know what they are, don't you?
We
John?
do, but
John, you know what they are?
I'm no.
They're pig nuts.
I'm good. We can skip the pig
and
nuts.
sometimes hog. You know.
Ralph, yeah. So I would assume you do them like a heart, don't
There
you,
they
or a
are.
liver?
Oh God.
They are.
He says from.
But like a heart or a liver, like you'd
guys
fry
wanna
deer
eat
heart
that?
or liver. Yeah, we're going to eat them, John. That's what we do.
Tastes like chicken. I don't
John,
know.
the people must
I'm
be
out.
entertained.
I'm out.
In the words of
you'll
Russell
try it.
Crowe
See
on
how
The
good that
Gladiator,
looks?
are you not entertained?
How good it looks. See that? You could eat that.
Yeah, we can deep fry them. We'll do a batter.
Just but no.
Guys, calf fries as well.
Go.
Tender as anything. So Shirley Bailey, you do them just like you would a liver or a heart. Am I right? That's what I'm thinking.
Meat balls.
Like fresh liver or fresh heart.
Meatballs,
Would you
I
cook
like
them the
that.
same way, Shirley?
Meatball.
Yeah, we'll take some, Ralph, just whenever. And
I really
we
need
call
another
this
screen because then I could display what we're
disclaimer.
watching sometimes.
This podcast is hosted at a restaurant. This is my friend and family here, and we're here
The
together.
views and
And
opinions we express are not always what the farmhouse is.
well, no, and not even that. We are a restaurant. What we prepare here, as we're friends, and we do it for us. We don't prepare it for the public.
Yeah, it's
nothing like
closed.
that.
This place is closed.
It's closed. So if for any of you naysayers on here, we ain't gonna serve no pig nuts to the public.
and we change the grease
You
every
don't know
time.
what people think.
They change the grease every time.
We don't even use our grease that
No.
we use for the restaurant. Everything that's made, like for us, is made in a specific skillet on a stove. And then, of course, that skillet's washed and then put away.
What a great disclaimer. Oh, that's nice.
I mean, people, son, any more people's
We're about to
pitiful.
put it on the
you know?
website.
There'd be
Disclaimer.
Yeah.
some idiot get on the computer and say they're serving pig nuts at the farmhouse.
Oh, yeah.
You know, no, I mean that's the way it is.
I mean, I'm sure some restaurants do that.
What?
They would.
I guarantee
They
some
would buy 'em.
restaurants
That'd be
do
big.
serve some kind of.
That'd be big. I mean,
And
they
other
do.
than threatening John with either he eats the pig nuts or we shut his card shop down. We don't make anybody eat this stuff. I mean, we don't force anybody to eat this stuff.
No, but
So, and Don, if he don't listen, Don, if he don't eat what we tell him to, we'll let the battery in his pacemaker go dead. I mean, that's how we roll. But we ain't trying to coerce nobody. You know?
I come with attitude that
Unplug his pacemaker.
put it out there, I'll eat it. But I'll tell you, they about got me with the sloppy, slimy potted meat.
Ooh,
Oh,
Whatever
God.
that one brand
I'm
was.
watching this. Let's see.
No, by far the worst thing we have ever eat at the Farmhouse podcast is sardines. The sardines about got
Oh, the
me.
sardines, yeah, the smell.
The sardines about got me. They were awful.
I couldn't get it off my finger.
They were torrentially terrible. Yeah, they were. Yeah, John's going to eat the oysters.
Oh,
And
don't make me do that.
while John is eating the oysters, Don will caress his beard to keep him calm.
You'll have to rub it, dog.
Yeah.
Rub it. Listen. I don't know about that. How did they go from the purple color to the yellow?
I don't know if I want to know.
When he sliced it up.
I don't want to know.
That was interesting.
I've never eaten them. Have you eaten them, Don?
No.
I never eat them
We'll
either.
watch it
Today
again.
we're making meatballs.
Meatballs.
See this color they are now?
Kind of look like
I want to see what he does to change them to the.
Chops them up. Ooh.
Oh, the inside is that color.
Yeah.
didn't really know what I was
Okay.
expecting. It sort of reminded me of search. I dropped them in an egg mustard.
So he just doing them like
Oh, that's
fish.
just deep fried them,
Yeah,
yeah.
like fish.
Finish them with salt and some lemon. Now I'm not going to lie to you guys and say these were the best things I've ever made. They were sort of minerally, but overall,
Oh, God.
not terrible.
So Big John will eat the pig nuts,
Oh.
Ralph, if you bring them.
Don't bring them, Ralph. I'm calling in sick that day.
Guys, we've been rolling this out every 2-3 weeks. We're all busy here, and we trying to get you as much. What do you call it? When you create content, trying to get you as much content as we can. I know people. John, John, I'm working 2 jobs. John's working 2 jobs, and Don's watching us work 2 jobs. And, I mean, but it's no. Don's retired. We give him a hard time, but we can.
He done his work already.
As the weather changes and the winter goes on, we may be able to come more often, when less is going on.
Yep.
So, but we're rolling. People love it. That's all I know.
We got to get to. We might be on TV, boys. I don't know.
Oh well, yeah. That's a premature assumption.
Maybe.
Statistically, the
Don't say-
chances of us being on TV right now are 9 and 10.
Yeah.
But there's always that 1%, Kodo.
I figured
Always
it was
that
less than
1%.
that.
Yeah, and if we make TV, I wonder what I get. What do you call it? Bleeped
Probably.
for saying pig nuts.
I'll have to bleep you.
Would pig nuts get you bleeped on
We'll
TV?
get
Well,
you
we'll
a
just
dump
try it.
button.
Let's go for it.
I'm
and
going to get a
go.
dump button.
Let's push the envelope.
Let's push the envelope and go until they call us
there
back.
you go. Don't assume nothing. Just go with it, and just say, "Oh, I'm sorry.
Ralph's sister textures like tenderloin.
I just work here."
Textures like tenderloin. Well, hey, we all love tenderloin. I've seen Big John put away the tenderloin, so I know he can handle that
I
now.
like some tenderloin now.
But I've actually, when I've been out rabbit hunting, I've took my rifle with me. I've got a deer tag, so I've had anticipation on maybe killing a young buck. And if we do that, we'll have fresh deer
You're
meat.
supposed to take me. We're supposed to go
Well,
right around.
their season ain't near over. We're going to go.
So walk me through as a beginner. If you was going to go hunt a rabbit, what do you do when you wake up in the morning? Like, you got to walk me through every bit of this. 'Cause I really don't know.
Wash your hind end.
What? Skip that. Just
Okay.
go get to the procedure. Of
You
rabbit
put a chew in.
All right, I got my,
Me or this ordinary person?
Just
Well,
go
you,
in
well,
there.
we'll do you, but you got to explain it to somebody that's never been rabbit hunting.
So after about 6 times that Tony get up from my dear wife, I roll over. I try to shake myself awake.
All right,
I put a chew in.
you got a dip in. All right.
Sometimes
What
I fall
kind of
back.
dip? We got to be
Well,
more specific now. If we're going to call it dip, we got to know.
Grizzly wintergreen long cut or cougar wintergreen long cut,
Okay.
which are very similar. Cougar's a little cheaper. Sometimes I fall asleep with the dip in, back asleep.
So you fall back asleep with the dip.
And I have woke up choking on tobacco spit going down my throat. So anyway, after all that, I get up, Depending on whether I've had a shower the night before. Now, guys, we're not going out to dinner. I'm going hunting, so I don't always take a shower.
You ain't trying to smell good for the rabbits.
No, I do change my drawers mostly.
Well, ain't you a hunter though? You want to smell. You don't want to have.
But you want me to get along? Or you want me to go on through it? You want me to get on up ahead?
No, you're doing a great job. I'm just
All
saying, as a hunter, don't you want to keep the smell down because that's what animals smell?
But not as a rabbit hunter. Maybe,
not as a rabbit hunter.
Maybe as a deer hunter.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't know what a sense of smell a rabbit has.
I'm sure it has something.
But no. So anyway, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna throw me some clean undies on.
Well,
my wife has my snack bag packed.
Oh,
which is a camouflage.
Snack bag.
I got a camouflage, looks like a book satchel. Listen, it's a cooler. It's camouflage and it looks just like a book satchel, and it's a cooler. And I put ice packs down in there with all my drinks, and I don't go without cheese and crackers. You don't go without cheese and crackers.
Oh, I love some cheese and crackers. What kind of cheese and crackers?
Cheese and sticks. Cheese and sticks.
Commodity cheese.
Little cheese and sticks.
And commodity cheese if you have it. I love commodity cheese. Some Viennese. Then you got to have some sweets.
Yeah.
So those little mini candy bars you buy down at the dollar store are top notch. Now, where you want to go from here?
All right, so
the snack bag's packed.
You got your new undies on. You're ready to go.
All right, I'm pulling up the briar pants.
Okay.
All right, the briar pants are on.
So you got a specific pair of pants
that my wife lays. Oh yeah, they're briar proof.
Briar proof.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't even know there was briar proof pants.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're
I would
briar
just wear
proof.
jeans or
something. I'm putting on an orange, mostly like an Under Armour type moisture wick shirt. Depending on weather. I've got a vest that straps on around me with a game bag, and it's got a pocket for my water and a pocket for my cell phone, pocket for shells. No, wait a minute now. I'm going through the routine here. All right. So, I'm walking outside. I spit. Because by this time, it's time to spit. You know what I mean? I got my chew in.
You got some spit to get out.
I'm going to collar my dogs up with their training collars or dog. Load them either in the dog box or the box in the side-by-side.
Okay.
Then you're going to go approximately 2 minutes from my house to the Breathitt Ridge.
What kind of dog? The beagle dog?
Beagle dogs. Okay. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, some people use basset hounds. Some people use basset hounds. I've even known of people using like cocker spaniels. Okay. But whatever dog.
Cocker spaniels.
And you don't even have to have a dog. If you've got the willpower and the energy, you can go kick brush all day. You could, yeah. I think one of the boys said they had a chihuahua that jumps a lot of rabbits. Who was it told us that, Don?
I believe it.
Like a little fuzzy chihuahua, just rabbit.
So beagles are track hounds or nose hounds.
Yeah.
All right, the beagle's job is to smell where the rabbit stirred the previous night early.
Okay.
And then work it up into a thicket. And listen, if you've never seen a beagle have to jump a rabbit, these are the gnarliest, thickest, pitiful places you've ever seen. Then they jump the rabbit, and then you got to try to cut its circle. So a rabbit, when you jump a rabbit's going to do one of two things.
Yeah.
It's going to either go straight to hole, which they have holes down in the ground underneath rocks and rock drains.
Yeah.
Sort of even the woods, or it's going to circle. And if you wait long enough, every rabbit will come right back to where they jumped it at within 20 yards.
Why is that?
That's just the nature of them. They circle. That's how they run.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
They live in like
an acre of land, but they circle.
Okay.
So you're back in the woods. You hear the beautiful sounds of nature.
Chirps.
You crack that shotgun.
Frog.
Boom! In your first rabbit.
So you took a shotgun with you.
Got to have a shotgun.
Okay.
Now, a lot of people hunt with a .22 rifle, but it's dangerous for one thing. It's dangerous, and for off, it's hard to hit a rabbit with a .22 rifle and it running. But you take a shotgun, boom, boom. You smell that gunpowder. All right. That's just the beauty of it. It's like it's an euphoric sense. It's like a high.
And the
high on nature.
Barking, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I've heard that sound many times.
Kodo, I could safely say that although I don't kill near as many as I used to, I can kill about as many as I want to, I guess. Would you say? I've got lazy. I ain't going to lie. When I was young, I was all about running over the hill and shooting rabbits. Well, I ain't running over no hills no more.
Now, his preparation for hunting is not different than that.
Let's hear yours, Don. Let's hear your preparation for a day of a morning of rabbit hunting.
I wake up myself, why did I get out talked into this? And I stumble out, I put whatever land they're on, and I get my gun, and then I'm get my shield maybe.
Rubbing your eyes off still.
I'm dragging out, and I go down there, and I go with somebody on the hill, and I get out, and I stand there and wait for them to run them to me.
Haley.
If I see one, I shoot it.
I see your comment.
Have some coffee in there somewhere, right?
It happens, Haley.
I have to have coffee in the morning.
It happens. Now, years of experience, gun safety, all that stuff goes into factor. I've never shot a dog, but I've been with people that have shot their own dogs by accident.
I have been shot.
They're still chasing the rabbit. I'm sure it happened.
I don't take bad shots, and that's one of the reasons why I don't kill as many rabbits as I could, because I don't take. Like, for instance, the other day we was all hunting, and dog jumped a rabbit and it run across the road. Well, Don, when Ronnie Montgomery was with us, he turned to shoot. Well, Don was probably 100 yards from him, but it was in a direct line of that shotgun. Now, would it have hurt Don? No.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a good shot. He done the right thing. He didn't take the shot because he'd have been shooting right at Don, and that's what experienced hunters do. The same thing with a dog.
So how far are you leading your shotgun to hit the rabbit?
Huh?
How far are you leading the shot?
You don't lead.
You don't lead the shot for
That's
the
a
rabbit?
myth. No. That's
a video game thing.
That's a myth, John.
Yeah, well, I didn't know if there was...
No, there are some
bit.
people that tell you to lead a rabbit, but no.
All you got to do is follow through.
1,250 feet per second is what a high brass shotgun shell travels.
Yeah. So
That's in a 20 gauge, maybe faster
quick.
than 12. It's fast.
Yeah,
You don't
that's
have to
fast.
lead.
You ain't
And
gotta
they
lead.
ain't running that fast. And most of the time, most of your shots, now once in a while you'll have to pick one off and hit in a dead run, but most of the time they're just creeping through a thicket. See, a rabbit's real sneaky, a cottontail is, and those suckers, son, you could be standing here watching for it and it'll get by you. You never see it. And you'll say, I know that dog's crazy. That rabbit didn't go through there. Then eventually you will.
Yeah. Well, the reason you have the lead shots on video games is
Haley, the way you avoid that, normally everybody runs different speed dogs. So normally with the speed of dogs that most of us around here run, they're probably 50 yards behind the rabbit. But if there is a situation where they fresh jump it, you don't take that shot. You let it go. Too close. If your dog fresh jumps and there's the rabbit and there's the dog, you don't ever take that shot. As a good hunter, you let it go. Because it's not worth shooting a dog over a rabbit, and it's most certainly not worth shooting another human being.
So I got another question about rabbit hunting.
All right.
So, deer, they have 10 points. That's the big deer or your 12 point, whatever. That's a trophy, right?
Right.
Amount
of rabbits.
Do what?
Amount.
The amount of rabbits is your trophy.
That's your trophy. Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it's a rabbit.
Because there's not any. Yeah, they're a bit behind them, hey. And like I said, there is occasions where they jump them out of a thicket, and here comes the rabbit, and here comes the dog. But we've been doing this a long time. You don't take them kind of shots. It ain't worth it. What ain't worth it to take a chance on shooting a dog, and most certainly ever by accidentally shooting another person. You don't take unnecessary shots. And what none of us do. Even the dog, we've all hunted all our life. You don't take bad shots.
Yeah.
Like I said, with Ronnie the other day, Don was 100 yards from him, but it was a direct line. He wasn't shooting.
Yeah.
Used to, when I was a boy, we hunted just for a lot of food,
Yeah.
It was just not just a sport.
Not just sport.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I've always thought, and I don't know if it was disease or what, but I think that's what decimated the deer population here during the Great Depression. People had to eat them, and before that, Michigan snowshoes, Kodo. I've hunted and killed a lot of them. They're bigger, definitely, but they taste just like if you bite into a pine cone. It's because they live on Michigan snowshoe rabbits live up in the north woods. Yeah. And they live on conifers and cedar trees and that sort of trees, and that's exactly what they taste like when you eat one.
Tastes like turpentine.
Yeah, it's like like biting into a pine cone.
You got any
that's interesting.
Appalachian words for us tonight?
I don't.
Wickerbill.
It is 8 o'clock.
Wickerbill.
Wickerbill?
Yeah, that's not a bad word. Wickerbill. Not a bad word. Look it up and see what it means, John.
Wickerbill.
Wickerbill.
I ain't touching that.
No, it's not bad. Anything ugly, I wouldn't think.
Word.
Doodly doodly doo.
The word for small tab that extends from the trailing of an aircraft wing is wickerbill or gunnery flap.
So it's a World War II phrase. I always wondered what it meant.
Wicker bill. Fly flapper, whistling swan.
Mm-hmm. It's a slang word you hear around here all the
It's a slang
time.
word for a poor white rural southerner.
A poor white rural southerner is a wicker
Yeah.
bill.
That's
Oh,
me.
you say, "What you doing, wicker bill?" You
That
know.
was me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you look at somebody and say, "What you doing, wicker bill?" So it's a slang word for a poor white rural southerner, which we are here. John, you got any?
I don't have any today. I have none.
I mean, I got some sayings I can think of. You know, sicker than a fat dog.
That's a good one.
Yeah, you know. Breaking wind like a hound on ham meat. You know. Meaner than a cut coon.
They don't have to wear. I like wearing them so I can hear them better too. And I'm producing. That's why I have the headphones on.
He's listening to our audio, Ralph.
I can hear them so much better. Beat the brakes off you. That's a good one, sir.
Yeah, beat the brakes off of you. Me and Cyrus heard that in a time or two from, you know, or
Somebody have to lick their calf over.
lick their calf over. That's a
Yeah.
good one. Yeah,
Do your job over.
yeah, lick their calf over. John, you got to give us one of your slang words.
Look up one. We'll figure out
Well,
one.
I've learned some slang words from my daughter.
Yeah,
So
you have.
if you're in a bad situation and you're like nervous, and you want everybody to like you want to calm down the situation or you want to show you're calm, you go oi, oi, oi. You know, Rizzler. So, in our day, most of you viewing here, you know, if you were out there, you know, and you were flirting with girls and you was a good hand to flirt with women, you had game. Well, nowadays it's a Rizzler.
What about cap?
Got real.
Cap's a slang word now.
Yeah, you got Riz, you got game, you're a Rizzler.
Oh.
So I'm learning this from my daughter. What's another one, babe? Yeah, when you're like at the end of a conversation, you say period. Like that's the end of it, period.
Right.
But you got to do that, period.
Period.
Yeah.
That's the end
What
of it.
about cap?
I don't know what's that one mean.
No
it-
cap.
No cap.
Cap, no cap.
Gotcha. Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah, cap, no cap.
4 points.
Oh yeah, aura points. You know,
Oh,
if
yeah.
you're so me and Don went over this one with Clara. She taught me and Don. Like if you come into the room and you do something cool,
Yeah.
or you look cool, like say back in the day, you come in with a white T-shirt and your sleeves rolled up with a pack of cigarettes.
Cool. Yeah.
That's aura points.
Yeah. You get aura. You know.
If you do something stupid, like you walk into the room trying to look all cool and you trip over something and knock a woman down, that you lose aura points.
Oh yeah.
So I'm learning.
So you gotta
4 points
have.
would be green.
Yeah.
Your aura
What
would
if,
be green.
what if somebody tells you they got the receipts?
The receipts.
Evidence.
Got the
I got the
evidence.
receipts.
Yeah.
What's that mean?
It means you're showing proof.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Standing on business. If you're standing on business, you're getting stuff done. You're doing it the right way. John, roll through our sponsors right quick. Everybody,
Our
I got a
sponsor.
baby. I didn't get all of them because I can't remember them. And we will let these fine folks go to bed. Guys, thank you so
Creekside System
much.
More tracked outdoors. Granny Mae Cheesecake, Jessica D. Williams, Sloan Patrick, Parkway Peddlers Mall. And is there another one? Appalachia TCG. All brought to you by the famous Farmhouse Diner down here.
Yeah.
And pizzeria.
And pizzeria.
Fabian asked that you would announce Christmas on the farm,
Oh.
December 21st at 2 p.m.
Christmas on the farm out at Avavian Deaton's, Creekside Stitching and more. December 21st at 2 p.m.
On Bear Branch,
on Bear
Kentucky.
Branch, Kentucky, where Don Montgomery lived as a child.
That's right.
Bear Branch?
How
My
close
first-
did you live to where her store's at there?
My first memories, straight across the road,
Okay.
and then just up the road where Herb Carty lives.
Okay, I know where her
Lived
lives.
in both places, and where Durst lived.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
My first memories. I heard my first song there. Just some of my first memories.
Yeah.
Was on Bear Branch. Yeah.
everybody out there have a wonderful night. God bless you. Stay safe. Anything we can do to ever help you, holler at us. You know, I mean, I don't want to take prayer requests, but
I got rabbit in my teeth.
if John's got rabbit, if there's anything we can do, like community announcements, anything like that, and I wouldn't feel comfortable taking prayer requests. I mean, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. God knows there ain't. Mm-hmm. I'm not, but I wouldn't feel comfortable doing it. But if you need a prayer request, we'll get it to somebody that can get it to where it needs to be. How's that?
There you go.
And
we'll put you in touch.
Yeah. Well, anything we can do to help you, holler at us. We'll see you in a couple weeks. We're gonna be back. Christmas coming around.
Thanksgiving.
Amazon. Order them packages. Thank you. Y'all have a good night. God bless you.
God bless you. Peace.